Hello everyone, welcome back to the Unsaid Podcast. I'm Sneha and today we are in for a real treat. We've got an amazing guest joining us, Lisa, a true transformation guru who's all about turning lives. Lisa's journey is nothing short of inspiring. She's mastered the art of cacao and sound healing. Think of it as a soul-soothing experience that's as delicious as it sounds. And if that's not enough, she's also whiz in kinesiology, I hope I've pronounced it correctly, helping people find balance and harmony in their lives. So in this episode, we're going to chat about how these unique healing practices can spark real change in your life. So get comfy and let's dive into this uplifting and fun conversation with Lisa. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Hi Lisa, welcome to the Unsaid Podcast.
Hi Sneha, thank you for having me on the podcast.
So before I start, you have something very amazing with you. So can we know what it is?
It's a crystal bowl.
Wow.
Sound bowl. So just to give you a little, how nice is that?
Yeah.
So if you think about your body like a radio, and just like a radio, we get out of tune and out of balance. So what sound does is it retunes you like you're retuning a radio through your different chakra points, your energy centers in the body. If you think about the scientific impact of sound on water has a bubbling effect, This is what's happening with your body. Bubbling up, everything, setting it in motion, unsticking all the stuck, stress, anxiety, trauma, and just bubbling it all up, getting it to the surface so you can release it and just feel lighter after a session.
I can feel the difference. And also before we started the episode, you asked me to, just massage my ears so that I can be much more calmer. So what was that? It helped me actually.
So that's part of the kinesiology. So that's your auricular energy. So if you are stressed and you suffer with a stiff neck, if you just look one way and then the other way, and you'll notice how stiff your neck is and how far you can turn.
Yes.
Then if you grab your ears really hard, give them a really good massage all the way from the tops down to the bottoms, it will release the tension in your neck. And then when you look again left and right, you'll notice that your neck's more fluid and all the tension's been released out of your neck. It's really good when you're having a stressful moment, or maybe you wake up in the night, you can't sleep. It just takes the tension out of your neck. You can also knuckle massage your face, that also helps. And it also helps to stimulate you in a meeting. So if you're really tired, the coffee's not kicking in.
Yeah.
It just makes you more receptive because, like I said, it's your auricular energy. All your acupressure points are in your ears. So if you ever had acupuncture, they probably put a couple of pins in your ears.
Yes.
Well, this is why. It's the same thing, but you're just giving yourself a little bit of a massage to help just calm you down.
Yeah, I'm so glad I was able to try it firsthand. But yeah, we've already dug deep into the topic, but I would want to know a little more about you. How long have you been in Dubai? What got you this calling to move towards spirituality?
Well, funnily enough, yesterday was my 21st anniversary in Dubai.
Wow.
I know. I was moving back from Australia to the UK, 2-week stopover, gone right or wrong, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been 21 years. There's been a lot happened. I was in a corporate job before.
Wow.
And then this was kind of like my side hustle because I was trying to transform my own life. And in the process, realized that I was really good at helping other people heal themselves and transform their lives. And then in the pandemic, or just after lockdown, I lost my corporate job and I thought, right, okay, this is my moment. It's now or never.
This is your calling.
And yeah, it's been 4 years and I really love what I do. Really, really love what I do.
I have tried cacao and sound healing once, and it was the first time experience for me, and it was actually very delicious, like we introduced you. So I want the listeners to know more about it because it's something that it's unsaid, like our podcast says, and not many people know about it. So I would definitely like to hear from the master.
So with cacao and sound healing, so I've explained about the sound. With cacao, what it does is it increases the blood flow around the body, around the heart in particular, helps you to open up and release stuck trauma and emotions, and it deepens the effect of the sound journey.
So what is cacao, basically?
It's raw chocolate.
Raw chocolate.
Yeah, raw chocolate. So it's
In the
100%
purest
in the
form.
purest form. So It also activates tryptophan, which is the amino acid our body needs to produce dopamine and serotonin, so the happy chemicals.
Wow.
It's also high in magnesium, so it helps you to sleep amazingly for about a week after you've experienced a session. And it also connects your heart and mind. Now, this is the main thing. It connects your heart and mind, so it helps you to gain clarity on your life. So, when you're thinking, what should I do about my job or this relationship, or should I be moving, or you're just a bit stuck, but you're so busy living that you're not stopping and just checking in with yourself to get the answers of what you need to do. And then sometimes after the event, we're like, oh, I knew it. My gut was telling me, my intuition was telling me, I just didn't listen to the signs, see the signs, And this just helps you to reconnect in with yourself and get that aha moment of, I know what to do now.
I want to share a personal experience that I've been feeling off late, okay? Yeah. I'm very good at sleeping, so I sleep really well. But off late for the past 1 or 2 weeks, I've been having issues sleeping. So, suddenly what I was just, browsing through YouTube, and then I came across a sound healing short little video, and I started playing it. And trust me, for the last 3 days, since I've been listening to this video, I've been sleeping like a baby. So, it's a miracle, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who have sleep issues. It's a major problem. People are light sleepers, or they just cannot sleep for whatever reason. So how will sound healing help them? So I want all the listeners to know about it.
Well, if you think about yourself like a vibration, when your vibration's out of whack, you're stressed, you're uptight, it just helps to relax you. It's like the sound massages your molecules, the same as when you go for a massage in a center, someone's touching you and massaging. It's the same thing. It's basically affecting your parasympathetic nervous system and calming you down, getting you out of that fight or flight mode. So sound is becoming really, really, I don't want to say trendy, because it's always had its benefits, but there's a lot more people practicing it now, which I'm really pleased to see.
So now when you put both of these techniques together, the cacao and the sound healing, how does it work? Like how does it stimulate your mind or your heart to kind of ease into it?
It doesn't stimulate you, because it's to relax you. And the cacao that I use is very mild and gentle, and it kind of just takes you to the door and helps you to release what you need to release. Some people can have past relatives visit them during the session.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had people come that have had babies that have passed away at a very young age, or stillborns, and they've had very special moments. Really
difficult
special
to explain,
moments. Yeah,
but you need to feel it.
Well, no, it's just, they've felt like they're holding the child. The spirits come back to visit them. It's just completely magical. Everyone's journey is different every single time, because you're always changing, you're always transforming into something, a higher vibration, and changing your life.
Yeah, it's pretty delicate topic, right, to get into.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I think I've done a couple of sound healing and cacao sessions, and it's really, you can't explain it with words, but you really need to feel it. And I think somewhere incorporate in your daily life so that it de-stresses you and you have a space of zen for yourself, right?
Well, what I love now is, because I come from a corporate background, I was an HR manager before.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was always helping people by listening to their problems and helping them. And now I'm helping them feel good. So I now go into corporate companies and I give the cacao and sound healing as a team building exercise, or just the sound healing on its own sometimes. And everyone is so delighted at the end of the session, because a lot of people, especially men, have never even thought about basically drinking raw chocolate and having a deep relaxation. Yeah. And they feel the, extreme benefits at the end of it. And and my voice as well. Lots of people always say I should be doing meditations online. So that's my next project, is to use my voice.
Absolutely. You have an amazing soothing voice. Yeah. And also, I come from a corporate background. So I know that out of 8 out of 10 colleagues actually don't know any of these methods.
No.
They are just in their own comfort zone that, okay, home, office, kids, family, home, office, kids, family. That's
Yeah.
it. So I think there's a lot of takeaway from this episode from you. And of course, I'm not going to leave you here. Like, we're going to do multiple episodes digging into different topics. And then I think people can meet you and in person discuss how this will actually benefit them. Now, coming to the second thing, which I absolutely cannot pronounce, kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Okay. So tell us more about it. I've never heard this. It's unsaid for me too. So let's dig a little bit about it.
So, kinesiology body balancing, there's lots of different levels of kinesiology practice. The one that I'm practicing is about emotional release. So, I first discovered kinesiology because I was just playing around with it with a friend and did a session because I wanted to find out why I was communicating a certain way with men in particular.
Okay.
And it turned out that I was holding on to a lot of fear and anxiety in the kidney meridian because I was fearful of being in a relationship. So this is why this was happening.
Okay.
And it fascinated me so much that I decided to learn the practice so that I could dig deeper into digging out and unpacking my junk in the trunk, shall we say.
Wow.
And also then help other people, which is what I'm doing now. And I find it fascinating. When we experience things in our life, sometimes the body holds on to the emotion and the trauma.
Yes.
We hold it in different meridians. The kidney and the bladder meridian are where we hold fear and anxiety. This is a really common one. So many people are suffering from anxiety and they don't know why. And then it will affect sleep, it affects stress, their home life. Everyone says don't take stress into work.
Yes.
But look, if
It's
you've
natural.
got... You can't help
Yes.
it. You're just human at the end of the day. You can't close off, same as companies expect you to work when you're at home. So it's going to go both ways.
Yeah.
The grief, guilt and regret, we hold on to this in the lungs and the large intestines. So often people that really suffer badly with chest and lung type infections, diseases, it can stem from an emotion of normally grief.
So there's a lot of science also behind it.
There's lots. And I'm just learning more and more and more as I go on.
Yes.
Just with helping different people, clients that come to me. Yeah, I find it absolutely fascinating. I love a bit of a detective story
Amazing.
because I'm a Scorpio. And this just really feeds into my loving to get to the bottom of the root cause of why someone is struggling with trying to achieve something in their life, whether it be money, relationships, their career, anxiety, sometimes even weight. And, clients will come to me and they'll say, I'm really struggling with my weight and I'm anxious about it. And then I'll say to them, when was the last time you weighed what you wanted to weigh and you felt comfortable in your body? Well, I think it was around the time when I got divorced or this happened or that happened, something very emotional. It doesn't have to be traumatic, just something that was heavily emotional for them. And it's caused a blockage, an over energy in one of the meridians, and we just need to release it. And how we do the practice is muscle testing. So with muscle testing, when the body doesn't believe something to be true, the muscles won't hold when I muscle test. So it's nothing about whether you're strong in the gym or not. It's about truth and what the body believes and doesn't believe. So when the body believes something to be true, the muscles will be strong. So I will just gently press on the arm. If the muscle holds, then the body believes it to be true. If it doesn't hold, the body doesn't believe it to be true. So I can ask somebody, do you love yourself? And they'll be like,
maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then I'll muscle test them. And sometimes they're really surprised at the fact that their body doesn't believe that they love themselves. And if you think about it, if you don't love yourself, that can impact so many things in your life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Relationships, how people treat you in the office. Because if you're putting out a vibration of not loving yourself, then you're just going to have the universe giving you back loads of situations to reinforce that believing that you don't love yourself.
Yes.
So once you change these things, life changes to reflect that back. And it's fabulous and fascinating. I love it so much. I'm really passionate about it.
I have experienced it as well, the self-love and the self-hate. So thank you, Lisa. This was an amazing episode, and we look forward to having you on more episodes, and we can dig deeper into all these methods. And so whoever is watching us, we will definitely post your, coordinates so that they can reach out to you and have a personal session with you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you ever so much, Sneha. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
You.